Hello guys, today we are going to look at one of the strangest wars in human history, the Emu War. This happened in 1932 in Australia. But the story actually starts after World War I. After the war, many soldiers returned home and were given land to farm. They were trying to rebuild their lives. But suddenly a new problem appeared. Not humans, not war, but nature itself. Around 20,000 emus started migrating into farmland. Now here is what makes it interesting. Emus are not weak birds. They can run up to 50 km per hour. They are very strong. Their bodies can even absorb some bullet. These birds destroyed everything. They broke fences, ate crops, and made farming almost impossible. The farmers were desperate, so they asked the government for help. And the government made a shocking decision. They sent soldiers with machine guns. At first, the soldiers were very confident. They thought, we fought in a world war. These are just birds. But they underestimated their enemy. When the shooting started, the emus didn't panic. They adapted. They split into smaller groups. They ran in different directions, and they never stayed still. It became almost impossible to aim. There is one craziest incident. The soldiers found a large group of emus and started fighting. They expected dozens to fall, but after all that shooting, only a few birds were actually hit. The rest escaped. Then came another plan. They mounted a machine gun on a truck to chase the emus, which is sounds smart, right? It wasn't. The land was rough and uneven. The truck kept bouncing up and down. The gunner couldn't aim properly, and the emus they simply outran the vehicle. Even after firing thousands of bullets, the result was shocking. Very few emus were stopped. One officer even said something unbelievable. He said, the emus were like a military force. If you had a division of soldiers with the speed of emus, they could face any army in the world. At this point, the situation became embarrassing. The media started reporting it, people began laughing, and army losing to the birds. Finally, the government had enough. Operation was stopped, the soldiers were withdrawn. But here is the twist the problem didn't fully go away. Farmers later had to use better fencing system instead of guns. Today, the Emu War is remembered as one of the most unusual conflict in history, a moment where nature outsmarted humans. In 1932, humans brought guns to fight nature, but nature didn't fight like humans expected. It adapted, it survived, and in the end, the nature won. Thank you guys. Let's meet on another video. Until then, it's bye from Bharat. Bye bye.